September is National Suicide Prevention Month. We need to change the conversation around suicide and mental health. So today I'm going to be working on a piece that's a commission for some friends who recently lost someone to suicide. According to the CDC, every day approximately 123 Americans die by suicide. That's one death by suicide in the US every 12 minutes. Nearly 800,000 people die by suicide in the world each year, which is roughly one death every 40 seconds. And if those numbers aren't alarming enough, suicide is the second leading cause of death in the world for those between the ages of 15 and 24. An estimated 250,000 people each year become suicide survivors. According to one TAD study, 80 to 90% of people that seek treatment for depression are treated successfully using therapy and/or medication. So what are some of the risk factors involved? Unfortunately, this list can be quite long, but it includes things like people with mental disorders, anxiety disorders, alcohol and substance abuse disorders, as well as a history of trauma or abuse. It may also include things like major physical illnesses, family history of suicide, job or financial loss, even loss of relationships. There's also lack of social support and a sense of isolation. Stigma associated with asking for help and lack of health care, especially mental health and substance abuse treatment, are all risk factors. People who die by suicide exhibit warning signs. Sometimes those warning signs can be overlooked by their loved ones. So how do you know what to look for? Things like talking about feeling hopeless or having no reason to live, or talking about feeling trapped or in unbearable pain. They may also increase their use of alcohol or drugs, act anxious or agitated, maybe behave recklessly. Sometimes they show rage or talk about seeking revenge. Things like extreme mood swings and sleeping too little or too much, and then withdrawing or isolating themselves. So what do we do? How do we take action? Encourage people that it's okay to talk about suicide and mental health issues. And pay more attention to mental health and well-being, encourage it in others. Support a loved one, friend, or colleague who is going through a mental health issue or illness, or who is going through a difficult time and struggling with suicidal thoughts. Support those who have lost loved ones to suicide.
Grief and hard times can come on all of a sudden. I have learned that it's okay to feel it, to let the emotions wash over you, even if that means crying it out. It's okay to talk about your troubles. Sometimes it may help not only you, but others around you who may also be suffering silently. It's important to remember, if you are the one thinking of suicide or just going through a hard time, that life can change in an instant. How you're feeling now isn't how you're going to feel in a few minutes, later in the day, or even tomorrow. Tomorrow needs you.
So don't forget, you are not alone. There are plenty of resources available. I will leave some links in the description down below. Your story is not over.